You're watching NTV at 1. Once again, a warm welcome. I am Priscilla Regina Daloga. Starting off with Parliament, where the Speaker of Parliament, Anita, has suspended plenary this morning to allow the Treasury to draft a letter of assurance that Parliament shall not be ambushed with any more corrections to the budget, technically known as corrigenda. At the 11th hour, the Finance State Minister for General Duties, Henry Musasizi, had tabled a second corrigenda that could increase the budget for financial year 2023-2024 beyond the revised 51.9 trillion shillings. Take a look. Good afternoon to you, Jackson Onyango.
Parliament of Uganda, where earlier in the day, that was during the morning session, Parliament was suspended for about 2 hours. One, to allow the Budget Committee to scrutinize the fresh request by government or a corrigenda, that is a revised budget, to be scrutinized by the Budget Committee of Parliament. Of course, now we have got the detailed information, according to the documents that have been submitted before the committee, that the additional budget that is being requested by the government will amount to 800 billion shillings. And so that will shift the proposed budget for the financial 2023-24 to about 52.7 trillion shillings. The viewers will have to take note that earlier on, another corrigenda or revised budget had been proposed by government, and that was handled by the committee in the course of the week, whereby it shifted the budget from 50.9 trillion shillings to 51.9 trillion shillings. That is close to 52 trillion shillings, but that has now shifted definitely to 52.7 trillion shillings given the fresh request by the government. Of course, there were concerns by members of Parliament that Parliament was being ambushed by the Treasury, whereby today the Speaker of Parliament, Anita, says the Parliament has to pass the national budget for the next financial year. However, up to now, they are now still dealing with a fresh request that is shifting budget here and there, and that was of great concern. And why the Speaker says that Parliament has to pass it today, she told the members of Parliament that if they delay to do so, possibly they will have another corrigenda presented by the Treasury, and therefore their bid is to have that stopped. Like I've told you, the budget will now shift, but all these proposals are subject to approval by Parliament, and therefore we shall be following how this debate will take shape. But what we are also aware about is that there is 37 billion shillings in this corrigenda that was presented today that is being shifted from the particular item that was coffee value addition from the Science Ministry, which is also under State House, to now being a classified budget for the defense, that is towards the purchase of logistics security items that are classified. Of course, we believe that will raise contention in the House, because earlier on during the scrutiny of the budget, the members of the Budget Committee had raised concern on why issues to do with coffee were being put under State House, yet you have Uganda Coffee Development Authority and Ministry of Agriculture, which are responsible for that. So for the moment, the House has given the Budget Committee about 2 hours to continue with the scrutiny, because they were unable to conclude on the subject earlier on during the day, and now they have opportunity to do so. However, Parliament is proceeding with the matters of national importance. That is what is happening here at Parliament, Priscilla.